It's an EP.
And why go that route for this project?
Because it's a themed project. So I wrote a book, and I did a web series for that book, and this is basically the soundtrack for that web series. So we wanted to stick to one theme, and so we just did the 5 songs, and that was it.
What was the name of the book? What was the name of the web series?
The book and the web series are the same. It's The Rules of Engagement, 10 Ways to Keep a Buddy, a fuck buddy.
And you actually have a copy of the book with you today.
Yeah.
Show it a little higher on camera. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
And if people want to purchase that or they want to see the web series, how can they find that?
You can purchase the book on Amazon, or if you DM me, I could cash at me, and I can get you situated. I can mail it to you. I got a bunch of hard copies. The web series you can see on YouTube, or you can look at my Instagram at @thatdamnziggy. I got them all on my page as well.
What's the YouTube channel?
Ziggy Illfame, just the name, yeah.
And if they wanted to find it on Amazon, what do they search?
The Rules of Engagement, 10 Ways to Keep a Buddy.
Now give me the whole, what was the project name one more time, I'm sorry?
Oh, the Buddi Tape.
The Buddi Tape, okay.
Yeah.
What was give me the whole story behind the title, the concept of the project, the whole 9 yards there.
Okay. Yeah, so, like I said, it's a soundtrack for the book and the web series. It's about relationship type style, like as far as like not really being in a relationship, kind of being in a relationship, a lot of sex talk, a lot of makeup, breakup stuff. When you're a fuck buddy, not a fuck boy, you'll have situations where some rules may get broken and you gotta adjust. So some of the songs are about that as well.
This is a title you come up with or someone coined for you?
No, this is the whole project, everything. This is what I came up with.
Is there a message with this project?
Not necessarily as a message, with more than just, it all ties with the book. So like, you follow the guides for the book if you're just trying to have sex and not no strings attached. And the book, the Buddi Tape, the EP actually kind of, reiterates that as well.
So does one need to read the book or watch the web series before listening to this project?
Not really. You can vibe out to it. I've had people that didn't know I had the book listen to the project, and then they went back and watched the web series. The music is all throughout the web series, so you can actually hear it in the background in some of the scenes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it all made sense. You can go backwards, forwards, in the middle, however you want to do it. You don't have to necessarily read the book to understand and rock with the project.
And is there a difference between the web series and the book?
No, we stuck pretty much to the script of the book. We, rule number 1, always wear condoms. Episode 1, always wear condoms. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So we just put a little funny twist on it with all with the web series episodes.
So if one reads the book, they don't need to see the web series, and vice versa, or?
Yeah, basically. I try to make it where it's like, if reading is not your thing, maybe the way watching the series is, and the series aren't long. It's not like 20-minute episodes per, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a few minutes here, maybe a 5-minute here, maybe a 30-second, whatever. It just depends what the rule is. And yeah, so I wanted to make it where, same thing with the music, where people could actually rock with the music without having to go to the tape or the book or the web series or anything like that. So we wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to connect with either one.
So if reading is not your thing, you can visually see it. If visually seeing is not your thing, you can listen to it with your ears.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
And were you doing this as you went, or this was the whole plan from the get-go? You knew there was going to be a book, a web series, and an audio project.
Man, to be honest, hell no. Like most people, like most creatives, I started with the idea of the book, and it kind of it did more than I expected. I've never written, this is my first book. Never written a book really before, never published a book. I came to my creative director, Stack Moses, and I was like, man, how do I put this out more? Like, you know what I mean? To get out and show people what's going on. And we brainstormed web series, you know, then the music, obviously, because I do music, so it just made sense. Everything started coming together and making sense, and it was just like it was falling in line. The original plan was just to write a book and kind of, you know, I wrote a book, kind of just have it as a bragging right, like, you know what I'm saying? I wrote a book and it's doing numbers, so, you know, but.
And for chronological purposes here, is that the order of how this played out as well? Book first, then web series, then EP?
That's how it chronologically came out as far as order as it came out, but the music was actually done before the web series. I'm always working on music. I actually left the studio before I came here. You know, so I basically had the music already lined up, and it was weird how it all fell. Like, it was more songs than just the 5, but it was weird how the 5 main ones stayed in that realm of the Buddi Tape or of the Buddi, you know, web series and everything like that. So it was just like, let's just stick with this. Let's ride with this. So that's how it fell. Chronologically released, though, that's how it was. It was book, series, then the tape.
So, and this I don't know if this is a redundant question or not, but when you're making this music, you're making the music with the intent for a Buddi Tape, with an EP to support the book and the web series, or you're just continuing to make music and you see that there's a collection of songs that would fit a concept of an EP that would support the web series and the book?
I think it was the latter. I think what happened was I had like, I think 12 songs, and out of the 12, like 10 or 9 were about fucking in relationships, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, well, you know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and get, you know, down to the nitty gritty as far as like with the Buddi Tape and making it, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, it felt, like I said, it fell in place just perfect. So I'm a man of, I believe in signs, so I followed the sign like, yo, this is where we need to go with it, this is what you need to do with it, and the people were putting their input in as far as like, yeah, this, you know, on the team, they was just like, yo, this actually would be perfect for this and be perfect for that. So to answer your question, basically, yeah, like I was just making a bunch of music at the time. I was in the studio a bunch. I had just left a label, an independent label, and I was like, you know what, I just need to get out music. I hadn't dropped anything for like 2 years, so it was time.
What independent label was this?
Alien ENT.
And how'd you get off?
We just saw a different, we saw my career in a different light, you know, and I just decided that my future should be written by me and how I see it, whether it be right or wrong. I need to have a lot more control of it, and so we just parted ways.
And when you part ways, you fulfill the contract obligation, or you figure a way to get out of it contractually?
It was more of like got a way out of it contractually. Like, it wasn't no like set term or anything like that as far as you owe me 3 albums or anything like that. It was like a family. So we just kind of, you know, separated basically, you know. So that's just, it wasn't anything. I'm not on paperwork or anything like that. I'm not, what do they call those, no contest, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can still make music. I still do what I want. And there wasn't no hard feelings. Like, I still rock with them. I still talk to them quite often. So, like I said, it was more of like a family thing than a real label.
And you do this on your own accord, or is there a help of an attorney to contractually get off?
A little bit of both. You can look up lawyers all throughout, you know what I'm saying, the web, online and shit like that. So I just made sure I was in the clear on a lot of stuff. So anything that I didn't understand, I reached out to a lawyer to make sure.
What kind of lawyer?
Entertainment lawyer. I ain't gonna pub him. He charged me a lot. But yeah, nah. So like, yeah, he just said, you know, this looks is pretty cut and dry, you know what I'm saying? You're good to go, so you ain't got to worry about it.
And for the record, how long were you under contract of that independent record label?
I was with the label...
Rough estimate.
4 years? Yeah, 4 years. Give or take, yeah, about 4 years.
And care to share what kind of contract it was? I know you said it wasn't one of those like 3-album deals, but is the type of contract you signed or the type of deal you had agreed to, was it named a kind of thing? You know, like sometimes you'll hear a partnership agreement or a partnership deal or a 360 agreement or a 360 deal.
Right.
Or
It wasn't really, honestly, it was, like I said, it wasn't really any of that. It was just more so like, man, we rock with you like family, and we see what you're doing with the music. We want to bring you a part of the team, and you basically come in doing your thing, and we'll, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't like it was no 360. It was none of that. It was
wasn't a 7-album deal.
Nah, it was nothing like that. It was just more so like, hey, whenever you put anything out now, you're associated with us, so this is how we want to do it. This is how we see you doing it, And at the time, I agreed with it, but sometimes you evolve and go your own. You know what I'm saying? So,
looking back, did you make the right decision by leaving?
Yes, for me. I think for me, as far as being creative, if sometimes if I want to just go off the rails a little bit, I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like as an artist, you should be able to do that. Like, not necessarily just make a rock album or country album or anything like that, but like if I want to do a podcast, or if I want to do something that like just doesn't necessarily have to do with music, I want to be able to do that without having to get it cleared, or I don't know if that really follows the image, or what are we trying to accomplish. Like, I just fuck it, I felt like doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I call myself like a jack of all trades, so I would have never wrote this book. You know what I mean? Actually, I wrote the book while I was with them, and published it while I was with them and everything, but it was just straight through me. So that's why my government name is on there instead of my actual artist name.
Because?
Because I wanted it separated. Because if it was under Ziggy, then it's different. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of Aliens thing. But it's under my real name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, that's me. So.
And there was no issues about that?
Nah, they bought a couple books and everything, so it was love.
Now, who is this project for?
As far as audience?
Sure.
I would say anybody who's fucking. It's really for the ladies, man. Like, and for the dudes that's, if you're trying to set a mood or you're trying to set a vibe, there's a couple songs on there that's like, it's really a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Fiendin'. I got a song on there called Fiendin'. It's doing numbers, and it's a real sexy song. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a real mood setter. So that's what, it's for the people that's having sex and want to set the vibe right.
And where's it doing numbers at?
Right now it's doing numbers on Spotify. I haven't really checked the Apple. I'm an Android guy, so I don't really rock with Apple. But yeah, it's doing in the thousands. And for me, independently doing everything pretty much on my own, no real promo, like, you know what I'm saying? And especially during these times, not being able to get out and touch people and doing everything as much as you can, or as much as you used to be able to. It's doing numbers just by itself.
Go ahead.
Just from being on playlists and stuff like that.
And you're referring to the 2020 pandemic about
COVID-19.
COVID-19.
COVID, yeah.
And I was going to ask, how were you able to get those numbers up? And you just mentioned playlists.
Yeah, so playlists, and then it's crazy when it's people really rock with you. People really, you know what I'm saying, like really fuck with the music. I would see people posting videos or pictures or something of them singing, and when you catch it, you post it, and then it's just kind of like it's a big, it's kind of like, man, I forgot what the hell I was going to say.
A snowball effect?
Thank you. Snowball effect, yeah. It's kind of, it can be a whirlwind sometimes. I know a lot of people rocked with the song, and then when they seen the video, and then it's just like I said, it's just continued to pick up steam and keep on rolling.
So are fans just making their own playlists and they're putting the song on a playlist, or are there curated playlists that the song is on?
Both. Man, don't give me a line to ask which major playlists they're on, but there's a couple of them that were just fans making it on the playlist, and then there was a couple that were curated, and that's when it started skyrocketing, when it got on the curated playlist. But when it was fans, it was just, they were originally just throwing it on there, so, and it was starting to do what it was doing, and then took off after that. So.
And when we're talking a curated playlist, are we talking like an official Spotify curated playlist, or a gatekeeper in the music industry that has their own playlist that has its own fan base for that playlist?
I want to say gatekeeper. I'm not sure if it was, again, I don't want to lie and say which playlist it is, because I don't know off the top of my head. I just know that I see it, like, your Spotify for artists and everything like that. You can see all this, you can track most of your stuff now. Like I said, I don't have an iPhone, so I got to figure out a way to do this Apple streams. But yeah, anyway, so I think it's a gatekeeper. Yeah.
And how do you actually get that song on a gatekeeper's curated playlist?
You can reach out. I know I reached out to a lot of them. You get a lot of no's, you get a lot of ignores, but and then you could. I don't really like. I mean, I like to make sure I reach out to the right people to pay them, but I don't necessarily like doing the people that email you or DM you, hey, I can get you promo for $100 and this, that, and third. Like, you gotta watch a lot of these scam people, man. Like, they just, oh yeah, I get you on this playlist, this, and then they don't get you nowhere. So it was a little bit of, here's my song, here's a little bit of cash, and then it was, hey, we see this song picking up steam, you know what I'm saying, and then a couple of them picked it up that way. So.
What's the most it cost you to get it on a playlist?
A couple hundred. Yeah. Shit. I don't know, 5 max.
And it's something you offer, or they say this is the price to do it?
This is the price to do it. They say, hey, you want this one? This particular one is the one. You know what I'm saying? So you pay it.
And do they put it in a certain order on their own, or you asked to be, the #1 song, or top 5, or top 10, or?
No, they put it on their own. I guess it's kind of like, where it fits, as far as like the vibe that they got going on the playlist and stuff like that. So they just put it on there. Some people you can ask for that, but I just, wherever y'all want to put it at, I'm cool with, as long as it's on the playlist.
And there were also some people that you asked to get on their playlist, and they would do it for free, no money exchange?
Right. Yeah. If they rock with the song, they would put it on the playlist, and I'm sure they've done that for other people as well. But like I said, people started noticing that was picking up steam, and they were like, man, what, is this the guy's been emailing me, and that's how I go, or that's how it went.
Was the $500 you spent on one playlist placement, was it worth that amount of money?
Yeah, technically, because I mean it's doing the numbers. They didn't guarantee me any numbers. You know what I'm saying? They didn't guarantee me anything, because the song could suck. So they were just like, look, we're gonna put it here, give you a chance to be in front of this amount of people, and that's basically it's doing numbers. So yeah.
The $500 playlist, what number did you actually end up being on that playlist?
I was like the playlist had like 30 songs on there, and I think I was like in the top 10. So, and again, I didn't ask for that, but it fit in the mix where they had it. So,
you were happy with that spot?
Hell yeah, yeah.
Is there an age minimum to listen to your project?
Yes and no. I wouldn't advise kids listening to it. I refer to a lot of female parts. I mean, I feel like young and old is gonna rock with it though, because I mean, most people are having sex nowadays, so you know what I'm saying? Most people like that type of music when they're having sex, so I don't really know too many I mean, I've heard, but I don't know too many cats out here fucking the Gucci man, but no offense. But yeah.
And, you know, the word kid can be relative. So
Right.
what's your age range of a kid when you say you don't want kids listening to it?
I mean, you know, kids under the teenage years, you know what I'm saying, that ain't shouldn't be having sex or anything like that. Yeah, I would say probably like in, you know, high school and up, basically, could rock with it.